over COVID, I was golfing like crazy, and to the point where I was so into golf that I was just burying my pain in my back. So I'd go to the driver range, overhit in the rough to try to get it to the green. So I was a mess to the point that I had a hard time going around the block twice to walk the dog with my wife.
Yeah.
And so she was beating me up over that. And that was 2 years leading up to coming in. So my lower back was just a mess. I had a L5S1 pinch with a sciatic on the right side with heavy pain in my shin on the right side, which is the classic sciatic condition. I had gone to probably 3 different surgeons looking for the ability of them to use the knife to get me out of this pain. It was a combination of my lower back and my glucose levels. I had my blood work done and my A1C was in the pre-diabetic zone.
Yeah.
So I figured I better do something.
Yeah.
And I remember we had a Christmas dinner at Mel's parents' house, and she said, "You just need chiropractic care. The last thing you want to do is go in for surgery." So that kind of resonated. And then I said, you know what, I've got to do something better for my body. And my wife and daughter in your clinic said, yeah, it's what you have to do for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you got to put the work in. I just had the inboard done by Mel. And she recommended 8 weeks healing path, and that's when it started. When I was here originally, I probably weighed about 192. Didn't have core strength, didn't have decent stamina. I mean, my glutes were toast. I couldn't activate my glutes to save my life. My clothes didn't fit well. I was 36, 37-inch waist, and now I'm wearing 33. So the combination of weight loss and working out and just cutting back on gluten, refined sugars, and ultra-processed foods made all the difference in the world. I'm in sales, so I can have stressful days, especially at the end of the month. And there's no question doing things like working out and just having a release from work lowers my stress, just helps create better coping mechanisms to be, healthier holistically. So for me, it's just waking up in the morning, having this to look forward to.
Yeah.
So it kind of gets my day going, and I pretty much schedule everything around this. So that's how important it is. When I first came in here, because I hadn't activated certain parts of my body, like the glutes, Caleb would say, okay, you need to feel it in your glutes. Well, I don't feel it. So I didn't know what I was doing. The more I got into it, and the more he was able to consult with me on how to do it, because it's all about technique. I mean, if I just throw myself into a gym, I wouldn't have anybody coaching me on the technique. The technique is so important. Now I can feel when I activate things, and I know if I'm doing it incorrectly or correctly. And if I'm doing it a little wrong, I'll ask for help, and immediately I'll get the right advice. I like the MyZone because I like the metrics. I like to see the elevation from green to red. That gives me a pat on the back that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
I'll be 66 this February of 26. Yeah. Yesterday I rode 15 miles. I worked out here for an hour and 10. Then I walked 12,000 steps. The quality of life and just your ability. I mean, I landscaped so much this summer, and I was able to do much more at a longer period of time than I have been able to do in the past. So just little things that you take for granted, right? Before, you got to do a ritual where that sedentary lifestyle felt comfortable. Now the sedentary lifestyle doesn't feel comfortable.
Exactly.
Which is huge.